Buongiorno everyone, and I want to welcome you to our brand new release of House of Calls 2.0. I just want to give you a quick rundown about what this software is about, what it can do for you, and how it can help your company. My name is Michael Blackwell. I am one half of House of Calls. The other half is our main developer, Dustin. But with that, I just want to get away and cut in really quick to what this is going to do and how it can help you. So House of Calls is mainly meant for businesses and for their marketing organization. Also online business owners or people that are in the SEO world, so internet marketers, people that have clients that they rank their websites. This software is built and designed so that you can market your phone calls and consult your sales processes, as well as turn in web traffic into a phone call within 10 seconds. So what I want to show you guys is just how simple this is to sign up. This is always going to be changing. We're always going to be enhancing. So please, if this video is outdated, do know we're doing our best to make updated ones. The menu and the user interface, things are going to be changing as it's a new software. But right now, if you go to houseofcalls.com, this is what you see. We just launched a couple days ago. It is Sunday right now, January 22nd. We launched a couple days ago when we took a new president. We wanted to make sure we were busy in work and not paying attention to all of the social media. So if you go down, you'll see our pricing is pretty simple. A lot of places like CallRail, I believe, and CallSling.com, they will charge you per number. And sometimes if you want to get a website up and running and you don't have it tied to a client yet, or maybe you don't have the budget for that number yet, it can be kind of problemsome. So what we've done is we've changed the pricing game to include a maximum amount of numbers for a certain price. So with our basic package, you get a maximum of 5 numbers for $65 a month. That also has the form to call included. You will need to either be a programmer, know a programmer, or you can pay us a small fee to do it for you, but you will need someone to install the form to call for you. What the form to call is let's say it was on this page right here. If someone fills out their name, and let's say that was phone number, they fill out their name and their phone number and hit submit, it will take them directly to, or it'll call the business owner, and that will directly connect them to that person. You can scroll up and see a case and sample of that right here. But what I just want to show you guys, if you want to sign up or log in, you can click these buttons here and it'll take you to the actual app. I'm going to go ahead and register a new account. So how to register a new account? We're going to do this. I'm going to make the demo account for House of Calls, and we're going to make the password demo. And then we're going to do help@houseofcalls.com. Great. So when you click register, you're going to receive an email that says your account is waiting approval. Right there, you'll see right in the top left, your account needs to be approved by an admin. You will be notified by email. So I'm going to pause it real quick. I'm going to pull that email up for you so you can see it. Register and your account is pending approval. You should receive an email that looks just like this that says, hey, thanks for signing up. As it stands, you're pending approval, and you can always go for help and questions to our help.houseofcalls.com. So then what happens is you need to make sure that you are synced up with payment. So the way we figure that out is by going to the houseofcalls.com website. And when you saw the pricing over here, there's also a link in the menu. If you just want to click that, it'll take you straight to. But what you do over here is you just fill out your name and your information and your purchase. Choose which purchase is what's great for you. You can always upgrade your account at another time, but you will be limited to that amount of numbers. And you just go ahead and hit set up my billing. We do have an option you can see there for custom plans. So if you feel these don't work for you, you can always request a special instance for yourself. Keep in mind we do recline the right to do that, but this feature is only available to business and premier accounts. So it looks like we have a small error. Hey, it's a new software. But when you sign up, I'll get that fixed. When you sign up, your payment will go through. And once that payment goes through, we are going to approve you in the system. So let me get in there and approve that new account, and I'll show you what happens. Approved, you will receive an email that looks like this that says, hey, you've been approved. For questions, go here. But at that point, you're ready to log into your account and you can start going. So that's how you sign up for an account and how you register. On this next step, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how you get into your account, set up your first number, and how you get going. So now that we have our account created, and this is also the same thing for the demo account, we're going to go ahead and put help@houseofcalls.com, and then our password is demo, and we're going to log in. So we don't have any phone numbers yet. This is a brand new account, but as you can see, it says we can add a phone number if we want. We have, well, that's where we're at right now is my numbers. Here's where we can set up our form to call campaigns. Here is where you will have any voicemails that come in. And then obviously the help section. And then under my account, you can change your password and log out. We tried to keep this as simple as possible. So we go to My Numbers, and we can start our first process here of buying a number. So here, right now, we're only doing American USA numbers only. So go ahead and type in the area code you desire. I'm looking for Dayton, Ohio, so I'm going to type in a 937 area code here. And you see we got plenty of options. Let me find one that I like how the numbers look. So something like this I like, where I can get very similar numbers in there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get this one. And it says, hey, are you sure you want to purchase this? Go ahead and add it. Do know, you are not being charged anymore, no matter how many numbers you buy, because your account is limited by your package. So you can buy as many numbers as you want. You know, we're not going to let you buy any more than your max. So you're not going to get charged. Just main thing there. A lot of people are getting scared about that. So you'll see here now that we have our phone number, we don't have it going anywhere. So we can go to this Actions button to the right, and we'll click Settings. Obviously, you can remove the number. You can view your calls that come in, or we're just going to hit Settings there. So, all right, forward incoming calls to what number? I want that to go to my phone. What whisper message do you want to the agent? This is a call from your demo account. Okay, and then you'll see we have the voicemail settings down here. So do we want it enabled or disabled? I'm going to turn it on for this. And do you want it to go straight to voicemail, or do you want it to ring first and then go to voicemail if it's not answered? Some people use the straight to voicemail, so if they don't have a business hooked up yet, they just want to be able to collect leads, but they don't want to answer them. So you have different options here. So we're going to go ahead and make a greeting. Thank you for calling the demo account. This is our voicemail. I guess I don't know why I need to read it out loud if you can see me typing it. So we'll hit submit. You'll see in the top left corner we have a success, and we have our, sorry, my dog. There she is. Okay, just want to make sure the dog wasn't running away. But I gotta work outside. You can't be on the roof all day when you're in a laptop world. You got to stay out around nature to stay healthy and happy. So I apologize for the distraction there, but we're back on track. So under My Numbers, you have those options. You can go back at any time and change those anytime you want. Okay. I will show you a test on this in a little bit. Speaking of the devil, here she is. There's oh, I guess you can't see her. There she goes. Anyways, my little setup out here. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's fantastic because I'm working outside. So now we have that. Those are the ways you can. This is how training videos are supposed to be, right and to the point, right? None of these distractions of life. So you can see there what you can play with. Whenever somebody calls and leaves you a voicemail, it'll automatically put under the section. But don't forget, calls that come in, you can view here under My Numbers. But we're going to be changing a lot of the way these things look. So again, if this is an enhanced training later, we will make new ones. The voicemail section as it is, once you leave it, it doesn't say a couple items, so there'll be more information displayed there. Form to call. Okay. Form to call you have to set up completely separate than your My Numbers area. My Numbers is strictly for dialing. Form to call is when someone fills out a form on a website, and that initiates a phone call to the business owner, which then connects them to the person that filled out the website form. So for this, you can set it up yourself, but in order to get it on your website, you're going to either need to be a programmer yourself, you need to hire a programmer, which we can definitely point you in the right direction, or you can pay our team to do it for you. I believe it's a small $40 fee for our guys to get in there. It usually takes us between a half hour to an hour to actually do the work. But keep in mind there's a line, so there's always things in front. So if you pay, give us about 24 to 48 hours to set that up for you. The form to call, though, when you set it up, here's the name for it. So we'll call this the demo account form to call, which I don't even have to put form to call in there since it's under that section. The destination number, so you can have the form to call someone different than who gets called with an actual phone call. So I usually keep that the same, but that gives you the option to do it differently. There is going to be a much more advanced version on the whisper message to form to call, because we have created something that we don't believe anyone else has done yet, but we're not going to take credit for being the first because we're not sure. But our whisper message, when someone fills out the form, will actually whisper their name and the reason that they're calling to your agent before they even say hello to the person on the other line. So let's say you're a car dealer and you have a Silverado, and next to it say, for an online special price, fill this form out with your name and your phone number and hit enter. So the Silverado, they hit their name, their phone number, and they hit enter, and it calls the car dealership. The car dealership picks up the phone and it says, Michael Blackwell is calling you about that 2012 Chevy Silverado. Press 1 to connect. and they press the number 1, and that phone call will actually dial the user's phone and say, and the agent on the phone goes, "Hi, is Michael there, who's inquiring about the 2012 Chevy Silverado?" And they go, yeah, this is him. Wow, how did you know that? It gives you a great start and a great first impression, and it actually helps you close your sales, because the overwhelming amount of awesomeness that comes with that first impression is, yeah, that's great sales tactic, Michael, awesomeness. The overwhelming sense that comes with that just shows that you know what you're doing in business. They won't have any time to shop around. It just has a ton of things. I'll get into another video. I'll show you guys how to customize that. But for the whisper message for now, we'll just put this lead, and I'm going to type lead, L-E-E-D, because the way that the robot pronounces it is L-E-A-D. It says lead. So I'm going to type in this lead was from your demo website. In the advanced versions, we can put in the tag of name, can't type, and subject of why they were calling, and we can have that whispered in. But like I said, I'll get to that later. And then I'm going to leave that at this call might be recorded. So we have that set up. You'll see here that after we set it up, it still does not have a source number. So we have to hit actions and add a number. That we're going to be fixing later. Again, this is the first launch of the software, so let's make sure that we'll be crossing our T's and dotting our I's a little bit better here later. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to pause this video. I'm going to go grab another phone, and I'm going to show you what we just set up and how that's working. 2 different phones here. What's going to happen is the one here with this blue background. This is going to be the person calling the business, and this one is the one that's being forwarded to. This is the business owner. So a couple things happen when it's directly dialed that I want to show you. We get email notifications and a couple other things. So let me show you what we have going on. I'm going to dial the 937-240-5114. 937-240-5114. Alright, so let me get this phone ready. And I'll hit speakerphone, and you guys will be able to hear everything going on and see everything going on my computer, because some things happen here.
This call may be recorded for training purposes.
So it said the whisper message. Of course there's an airplane going over. So I'm going to answer this.
From your demo account, press any key to accept.
So it said press any key to accept. And you can hear that I'm in it. Alright, cool. So you saw the email come in. What it said was, this call may be recorded for training purposes. And then on my end, when I answered, it said, this call is from your demo account. Press any button to connect. So that makes sure that I want to answer the phone. And then as soon as that call connected, you saw that I received an email. So let me pull that up here. So as soon as that call went through, an email came through that said, hey, a new direct call was initiated from your tracking number, or from this phone number to your tracking numbers. Please log in for more details. Eventually, these emails are going to include a link to listen to the URL. We're going to include a lot of things, but this is just how we're starting for now. So what we're going to do is, now that that happened, I'm going to refresh this page. And I'm going to go down to actions, and I can go to calls. And you can see there that it was created. I can listen to it. I can download it for, listening. So now we have a recording of the call. I can download it for later if I want. You can use that to consult your sales processes or to see if there's leads being closed that are turned into deals. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it again, only I'm not going to answer, and I'm going to let it go to voicemail and show you guys what happens there.
This call may be recorded for training purposes.
And then I'm just going to actually ignore that when it comes in. You can see the email came in.
Thank you for calling the demo account. This is our voicemail. Leave a message.
Hey, this is me doing what you told me to do. Leaving a message. Alright. So you saw we have the voicemail email, or we got the email that came in about a call being initiated. And now we have a voicemail. So let's go check that out. And like I said, this is going to be elaborated on more later. It'll have more columns showing you which campaign it's for and stuff like that. But we wanted to be able to have it to where you could delete it if you don't want it anymore. Oh, and then there's the email. Hey man, you got a new voicemail. So a new voicemail was just received. So you're getting emails about calls and emails about voicemails. And then here you can listen to it or download it, just like the...
Hey, this is me doing what you told me to do. Leaving a message.
Alright, so without getting into the form to call, because that's a lot more elaborate and deserves its own section of training, that's House of Calls, guys. Nice and simple, down and dirty, easy, just... That's it. Yeah, we're moving on up here. So this video is going to be gone in a few weeks because we're going to be changing, upgrading, doing more stuff, and I'm hopefully going to be getting a better script so I don't have to wing it as much as I am right now. So guys, honestly, those of you that are just meeting me, please reach out. I'll answer any questions you have. Those that have been with me since the job killing days and the call sling days, thank you so much for your support. This has been a year in development. This is coded at one of the highest security levels possible in the planet right now, thanks to our main developer here, who's about to get his master's in cybersecurity. Guys, this thing was built for business. It's built for speed, and it's built for simplicity. So let me know what I can do, and what we can do, rather, to make this a better software. Always give us input on what's not working as well, or what could be working better. This is something we can build together. This is not just my software or Dustin's. This is something we can all grow and build together and use it to build our businesses to another level. So I cannot thank you all enough. If you're still watching this video, love, peace, chicken grease. I love you all. I appreciate your time. Guys, take care.